All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. My name's Rhonda Muller. I'm a nutritional therapist. I'm based in Mackay up in North Queensland. And I'm joined here tonight with Madeline Crowe. Tonight we're going to be talking and focusing really on holistic health, integrative health, and how we can actually biohack our health rather than being constantly hijacked. I'm very, very grateful to be on the call. And if you haven't already, I highly recommend you grab a pen, grab some paper, and because this information could potentially change your life. A little bit about me. Like I said, I'm a nutritional therapist, health coach. I'm also an education consultant. And 15 years ago, pretty much my whole world fell apart when my youngest was diagnosed with autism. I was feeling scared, unheard, feeling alone. And since then, I've just made it my life purpose to help people who are sincerely looking to help get on top of their health and get on top of their journey. So I help professional mums and parents to overcome their health challenges, etc., and just helping them to show them that there is light at the end of the tunnel. So the information that we're going to be sharing tonight is purely educational. It is not a diagnosis or medical advice or anything like that. It's purely just helping you to get information and steer you in the right direction. Okay, and so we have Madeline Crowe. Madeline, do you want to just unmute yourself and just give everyone a quick bio, darling?
Yes, thanks, Rhonda. So my name is Madeline. I live on the Sunshine Coast. I'm a mum. I've got 4 kids. Life is really hectic. And very much like Rhonda's story, I was always A-type personality, go, go, go. And I got really hit hard with burnout, and to the point where my brain fog was just so intense, I had to read with my finger on the screen, and I was doing a lot of things right. And I think that was the biggest thing for me. I was eating great healthy food. I was exercising. I was thinking happy thoughts, but I didn't get that health breakthrough that I was looking for. And if you are there, never stop. Always continue to search, because the answers are out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's how Madeline and I initially met, because I was really struggling and felt like I was, burning myself out. So yeah, just quickly, and we're going to try and keep to 30 minutes. So I will be talking really fast and I'll be flicking through slides really quickly. But if you have any questions, I do recommend that you go back to the person who shared this flyer or the recording with you, and we'll be able to help you with any questions. So this gentleman on the screen, Dr. Ignace Semmelweis, he was a maternity doctor. And the reason that I put this up is because I really want you to just think outside the box, okay? Keep your mind open, because what we're talking about is totally different, okay? This gentleman here, he was recommending that all doctors wash their hands with soap. And way back in the 1800s, he was pretty much crucified, lost his profession and died a pauper, because the medical professionals didn't like that. So we all know now that washing our hands with soap is really important, okay? So that's why I share this screen, because looking at natural health, and what we're talking about tonight is nutrigenomics. So what we the first topic that we're going to be touching on is oxidative stress. So for those who don't know, oxidative stress, we can't avoid it, okay? There is so many studies out there. This is PubMed, Medical Library, where we go to do our research. And oxidative stress is pretty much cellular rusting. You cut an apple in half, it goes brown. Same thing is happening to us on a cellular level. And we cannot avoid this, okay? Oxidative stress is, the environment is creating oxidative stress. So genetically modified food, makeup, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, 5G, Wi-Fi, all these types of things. And anything that we put onto our skin is pretty much absorbed within the bloodstream within 26 seconds, right? And so we are all born with the ability to make our own antioxidants, but in our mid-20s, that starts to switch off. It's all aging, right? But what I see in clinic, working especially in regards to pediatric special needs and mental health, children are born today with excessive amounts of oxidative stress. And Madeline and I, we're both health advocates, and me as a nutritional therapist, I'd be saying, well, you need to eat lots of high antioxidant foods. But the downfall of that is that it's only a 1-to-1 ratio. So, for example, blueberries have about 6,500 antioxidant molecules. They will only counteract 6,500 free radical molecules. Those free radicals run rampant, creating oxidative stress, oxidative damage, right? And it's linked to hundreds of diseases. And I really recommend that you have a look into that. Do a bit of a Google search, right? So there was really, we could not eat our way out of this situation. You can get some good results supplementing and eating foods, but it's a very, very long haul. We cannot, you turn blue trying to get the same results, okay, until life vanished. So the company that we have aligned ourselves with are absolutely extraordinary. It's an activation company. And there was really no way to really effectively lower oxidative stress until I met this company. And it was because they've actually formulated this beautiful product, and it's just a herbal product. It's all approved by the, listed with the TGA, approved by the Banned Substance Control Group, which means we have Olympians on it. It's listed with the NSF, meaning every single batch is triple tested for heavy metals, pesticides, herbicides, etc. But what happens is that this was developed to fight the declines of aging caused by oxidative stress, which helps us to live, a long life, which is important, but we want to live a healthy, long life. And that's the problem. Most of us aren't achieving that, right? Now, a lovely guy, a naturopath, third generation naturopath, was extremely skeptical, like myself and Madeleine, and he thought, well, I'm going to do a dry blood analysis. Now, this blood was before he started taking that 1 tablet a day, and this is showing the levels of oxidative stress. Now, this guy is very, very healthy, very cruising, and after just 30 days, you can see the oxidative stress levels had declined considerably. Now, that is a study proving, there is a study proving that we can reduce oxidative stress by 40% in the first 30 days. Now, the ingredients are just 5 herbs, like I mentioned. Now, if you're anything like me, you're probably thinking, well, I've already taken all of these products and I wasn't getting extraordinary results. I didn't really feel anything. I was exactly the same. My hair was falling out. I was extremely fatigued. Any kind of stress or exercise, I'd crash, get up and do the dishes. I'd have to lay back down. It was full on, okay? It's the synergistic blend of this product that makes it 18 times more effective than if you're taking all of those ingredients together. Don't take my word for it. Have a look at the independent research. Go on to pubmed.gov, okay? There's independent research all over the world, all over universities, organizations, etc. If you want to take a screenshot, take a photo, I recommend that you do, because this is extraordinary. We have a look at Harvard University, okay? Washington State University said this is the most extraordinary therapeutic product and form of medicine on the planet, okay? Nothing else works like that. Now, to me, this is also very, very important. Oxidative stress can actually change our genetic frequency. So the genetic profile that we inherit through the generations is altered because of our environment. It's called epigenetics, right? And so when genes are overexpressing or underexpressing, that gene frequency is changing, which leads us to diseases and conditions. It makes us more susceptible to these problems, right? And so the beauty of is that when you incorporate this product, just 1 tablet a day, right? 1 bottle per decade that you've been on the planet, this is what happens. Your whole body goes, oh, and has that ability to heal and regenerate, okay? Now, we're not claiming anything here. We're just purely talking about the studies that are out there, okay? And the testimonials in our Facebook group are extraordinary. If you're not in that Facebook group, please, again, go back to the person and they will add you into the group. Now, we're also going to talk about mitochondrial health. So I'm not sure if you know much about mitochondria, but mitochondria is the battery in every single cell, okay? Now, what we were talking about before is that this product reduces oxidative stress because it activates our own ability to make our own oxidative antioxidants again, right? Mitochondria, when it has a lot of antioxidant damage, these little organelles become damaged. and they become leaky, dysfunctional, right? That's really problematic. This is quite deceiving because it looks like we only have 3 mitochondrion organelles per cell. But for example, our brain per cell, we have anywhere from 10,000 upwards per brain cell. Our ovaries, about 100,000 mitochondria per ovary cell. This is not energy to get up and go for a run. It's energy to inflate our lungs, keep our heart beating, and all these types of things, right? And when you look at mitochondria, you can see it's highly researched. It's a real problem. People are trying to get on top of mitochondrial dysfunction, right? So what we do is we've incorporated the protandem NRF1 synergizer. So the NRF2 stimulates your own production of antioxidant molecules. This one helps your mitochondria to heal and regenerate. So what we're doing is less oxidative stress, more cellular energy, which is really helping with that communication on a cellular level. It's extraordinary. We call it the 1-2 punch, right? Now, the other thing we want to touch on tonight is in regards to gut health. So you probably all know all disease begins in the gut. And most of you have probably heard about leaky gut, right? So leaky gut impacts every part of our body. It's not just in regards to the gut, right? It's everything in regards to your brain, thyroid, adrenals, the whole thing. Now, when you reduce your oxidative stress and get the mitochondria working, and then add in a really good probiotic, then things are going to start to improve significantly. Now, what I love about this probiotic is that it is a delayed release technology. That's what the DR caps mean. And it's a vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free. All the products are gluten-free, dairy-free. But the delayed release technology means that it's going to take nearly an hour to dissolve the capsules, and we can guarantee 60% of that beneficial bacteria will survive. Most of the probiotics that I have in my fridge here in clinic, we're lucky if 4% will actually get to where it needs to go. So again, that's extraordinary. This slide here is very technical, and I try not to be too sciencey, but it's something that I get really excited about. This slide here is showing the small intestine, when it's all in balance, okay? There's no major inflammation, bacterial overload, dysbiosis. Everything's all nice, tight, tight junctions. The free radical molecules are all being neutralized by the antioxidant molecules, and the mitochondria is plump and pumping out lots of energy, lots of ATP. But this is when we're inflamed. This is when we're in trouble. The mucosal layer, as you can see, is really quite depleted. The tight junctions are dissolved, and that's allowing all the undigested food, pathogens, etc., seeping through into the bloodstream and creating a lot of problems. What is also happening is that the free radicals are now running rampant. Excessive amounts of free radicals are extremely dangerous. We don't have enough antioxidant molecules to neutralize them. So it's creating more damage, especially to the gut wall, but also to the mitochondria. Now, NRF2 activation, there's a fantastic study that shows it assists with the creation of new intestine. Typically, it's lengthening the villi. So to me, that is extraordinary. If you want to see the studies, again, reach out, okay? Madeline, can I just pass over to you now, darling, in regards to sirtuin activity and why it's so important?
Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much, Rhonda. So sirtuin activity is extremely important because it really helps your cells to be optimized. So it activates autophagy, and autophagy is basically where we are recycling all the components of the cell. There's a lot of scientists and holistic health practitioners who are very much into sirtuin activities nowadays. And the reason why people are doing caloric restriction and intermittent fasting and having all of those amazing health benefits is because it's activating sirtuin activity. So it's really focused on repairing your DNA and promoting healthy aging. It is very much for vitality and longer health. Dr. David Sinclair, go looking up on YouTube. He's doing a lot of research on sirtuin activity. There's one specific study that is done where you put 2 mice on a treadmill an old mouse dosed with NAD, and a young mouse, and the old mouse on NAD broke the treadmill. So he said it's basically like enrolling or entering a 90 or 100-year-old person into the Olympic Games. So absolutely great for overall health. And also the NAD is the third sibling in the protandem family, so there's also a synergy working amongst the NRF1, NRF2, and the NAD. Like Rhonda said, a lot of studies on PubMed, 16,000 studies. And as you can see that graph on the left, people are doing so many studies now because they know this is the key to longevity and health. If your sirtuins are gone, your NAD, you are dead within 30 seconds. So this is our product, NAD, and it's a coenzyme. It activates your longevity gene. So really important for you to have this. It's going to help you with focus, concentration, clarity of mind. So really amazing in your everyday life. Then we're looking at nootropics. So if you have never heard of nootropics, that is basically brain food. It's smart energy. So if you think about you being really tired because you cleaned the house, that is physical fatigue. But sometimes our brains are really fatigued and we need to do something about it. Explosion of studies are happening on PubMed in terms of nootropics because it really helps you to tap into your highest potential. Your brain is the most important organ in your body, and if you can tap into your brain's potential, it's virtually limitless. So if you can give your brain nutrigenomic ingredients, then it's absolutely incredible what your brain is going to do for you, and it will help you with focus, concentration, memory. The product that we have also works specifically on cortisol levels, which is very much linked to high levels of stress. And sometimes we experience stress and we think it's just something in my mind and I can't focus, but it goes way beyond just your mind. It also impacts your mood. You can see on that slide, thinning and loss of hair, weight gain. There's just so many things that happen when you are in chronic stress. And when we think about this stress, it's not like 1,000 years ago when you had to run away from the lion and you conquered and you had your party and everything was happy again. This is really what we are experiencing on a day-to-day life. In the morning, when you open your eyes, it is just high stress, and that continues until you go to bed at night. Rhonda, did you quickly want to share about your clients and even on a hormonal level, what they are experiencing with high stress levels?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. So what we notice is that, especially in regards to, because I work with mental health and pediatric special needs, so we do see a lot of stress, okay, and long-lived stress. Parents with a child on the spectrum, it's a 70% chance of having some form of PTSD, any kind of trauma. For example, my side of the family, on my mother's side, her father, Russian Holocaust survivors, things like that. So that generational trauma is passed down through 7 to 10 generations. So that too, as well as our environment, etc., increases our cortisol levels, but also drops testosterone levels. So it can be really, really problematic, because then it also leads us to a high risk of heart issues. So yeah, I don't want to go on too much, but if you want to learn a little bit more about this, I really recommend. Madeline and I did a nootropic info session 2 nights ago, and we can share the link with you. So yeah, highly recommend that. So what we do in regards to the nootropics is we've got a product called Axiolo. It's a little sachet here, and it's powder. You just put it into the water. Helps with quality of sleep, like longer sleep, restoring sleep, cognitive performance, mental health, immune, just generally feeling great, nervous system health, neurotransmitters, energy production. It's extraordinary. If you're not on this product, I seriously ask why not, because it is next level. Madeline, do you want to just touch on this one?
Yeah, sure. So what Axio does is it helps your own body to produce heat shock proteins. So those are the same proteins that will be produced when you are in a hot spring or a sauna. So all those feel good, stress reducing heat shock protein. So it actually activates hormesis, which is a good stress. And in this study, they tested cortisol levels. As you can see on the left-hand side, absolutely crazy cortisol levels, 45%. And after people use this specific asparagus extract, it significantly lowered. And then on the right-hand side, heat shock proteins also modulate your sleep rhythm. So often people go to bed and they have difficulty falling asleep. Then they wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and they can't go back to sleep. And then when they do fall asleep, it's 4:45, and then they need to wake up 20 minutes later, and then they really feel groggy the whole day. So what this does is it helps you to have those good rhythm of sleep so that you can sleep deeper. And when you wake up in the morning, that you are more refreshed.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we all want, isn't it? You know, we want to have that really good sleep and wake up bright as a button, hit the ground running. Yeah. I especially love this one because I'm not the best at math. And so when Madeline brought this one to me, I was just like, hello. Where, you know, I need to order. And as you can probably see over my shoulder, I've actually got 5 boxes on my shelf now because I've got so many people that are wanting to buy samples. So, and this, you know, don't take our word for it again. The amount of testimonials that are coming through are just amazing. This one here in particular is actually from a clinic down south. And this lady works with a lot of clients with anxiety, depression, mental health issues. And within 3 weeks, she saw overall mood improved, the ability to smile spontaneously. Now, her clients, it was like, you know, she had to really push them. Can you give me a smile? You know, hello, how are you? Type of thing. And they were not engaging, whereas now they're willingly performing exercise without any kind of drama, and clarity in verbal expression, desire to achieve more. So, yeah, again, we've got many, many testimonials. You'll find them in our Facebook group. If you want to be added to that, again, just let us know. So we do have a special on at the moment. This is, we showed you the Axio Low, which is a very, very small amount of caffeine in it. This one here is the dragon fruit. The other one was a red raspberry. And this has about 50 milligrams of caffeine, which is like a cup of tea. Yeah. Now, if you were to order within the next hour, we can send you through a discount link, which will give you $16.50 off your first order. There's also a special in the month of December where you order $210 worth of products and you'll receive a free anti-aging facial cream that is NRF2 activated. And again, it's just extraordinary. So in regards to the nootropics and stuff, a lot of the studies have coming through in regards to people with no, neural challenges or anything like that. You can see that the brain is firing really well. And then you see a brain that is not firing as well. Pardon me. And these are the people that we see significant improvements. Okay. So that's just where I would like to steer you. And again, we're not claiming that this is going to cure anything. This is just feedback. Also, this is feedback in regards to 3 weeks of using the activators. Okay, this is biohacking. A child that couldn't sit still and focus, and then all of a sudden able to sit, color in, and happy as. Again, before and afters. So I think you would agree it's really quite extraordinary. Now, we just wanted to touch really quickly. We have the world's first activated liquid collagen coming to Australia in March. Now, if you don't know much about collagen, I really do recommend you do a bit of research. We will be doing more training on this come January in the new year, where we will be deep diving into the benefits of collagen. So it's not just external stuff, which most of us, we don't want the wrinkles and all those types of things, but it's also for every single part of our body. Yeah. Joint health, heart health, just mental health as well. And again, you can see the amount of studies that are happening recently in regards to collagen. Okay. And so this product is not just dumping collagen into your cells. This is going to activate your production of collagen again, like it was in your 20s. And collagen is the most prevalent protein in the human body. Yes. And collagen starts to drop as early as our 20s. It's quite significant. So it's, you know, we need it for every single part of our body, you know, in regards to joints, back, a whole host of stuff, ligaments, etc. Now, this bottle, this one bottle, you just drink it one a day. These are some of the before and afters. What you can see is the first day and then after 36 days. Look at this. These people are just people just swallowing this down every single day. The before and afters, I think, because we know some of these people are over in America. They've had this product for 5 months now, I think. Look at this. It's really quite extraordinary. And it doesn't stop there. You know, we're not touching on all the products tonight because we just don't have enough time. But we have NRF2 activated skincare, hair care, and personal care products. And these are some of the before and afters as well. This is the before and afters with the hair care. So all I want to do in closing is, where do you see yourself? You know, is it something that you're really struggling with? Are you really wanting to get on top of your health? Are you struggling to get through Christmas and New Year? Do you want to start 2023 really in a good way? And if you do, then we're here to help you. Become a customer. We can help you get you started. If you have any questions before you place you want to place your first order, just let us know. If you're anything like us, and you don't have to be a health professional, but you do want to shout this from the rooftops because you're thinking of all the people that could benefit from these products that are all heavily science-based but 100% natural, then again, we want to hear from you, because we're looking for stockists, we're looking for reps, right? We're looking for distributors to join us as business partners. And it's simply by ordering your pack, okay? And this could seriously change your whole world, and it could change the world of your network. So I just want to say thank you so much. If you have any questions, again, feel free to reach out. But Madeline, do you want to say anything in closing before I end the call with the recording?
Yes, Rhonda. So my personal view, being a healthcare practitioner, this is really something that people need to take seriously, because what I find, even with the activators, yes, you still need to exercise, you need to eat healthy, you need to look after your brain, you need to surround yourself with happy people. But the NRF2 is just so simple. It's open the bottle and swallow. And the result that you get on a cellular level, remember, if you have an issue with your heart, it's not your heart, it's the cells in your heart that has the problem. So we are addressing the cellular health. And I can promise you, collagen is a complete game changer. The results that people are seeing, like Rhonda said, it's not only the wrinkles and the gray hair, although that is very welcome, but on the inside, on a cellular level, people are experiencing amazing quality of life. And it really is all about how do you feel on a day-to-day basis. And if you don't feel well, you don't have to feel like that until you're 90. You can feel amazing. So I would highly recommend it.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much, Madeline. And thank you, everyone, for joining us here tonight as well. And like we said, if you have any questions before you get started, just let us know. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Thanks, Rhonda.
Bye.